Today we're finding out what humans did before beds. Just as the objects that we sleep on have changed over time, so has the way that we sleep. The historian Roger Eckertz is known for his observations that some people during medieval times did something called biphasic sleeping. So what we tend to do in the modern age is called monophasic sleeping. We sleep for a full 8 hours straight, uninterrupted. But instead, the medieval people, what they did was basically split their usual 8 hours in two. So they slept one half of the night, they woke up for a few hours to do stuff like smoke a pipe, visit close neighbors, maybe pray, make love, reflect on their dreams, whatever took their fancy basically. And then after a few hours, they'd go for round two and finish off their sleep. So if you find yourself having a moment of insomnia, maybe at 1 a.m. or something, you can chill and remember our ancestors who wouldn't have seen it as a problem. In fact, they would have made the most of this precious wake time. Something else that could be overlooked is the fact that communal sleeping used to be really common as well. I always thought it was weird that we suddenly start sleeping in the same bed as our partner when we move in together, but it's actually more normal than I realized. In fact, it's a step down from what we used to do. Up until the 19th century, it was completely normal to share a bed with friends, colleagues, and sometimes even total strangers. This would have been a very practical thing for many, especially our ancient ancestors. It would have been a way to keep warm at a time when we didn't have things like central heating, or maybe when there were shortages of beds for people to stay in. But even the nobility and the wealthy of more modern times had sleeping companions, favouring a nighttime spent with chatter and warmth over sleeping alone. Sometimes they would sleep with their inferiors too. Royals would maybe sleep with their subjects, for instance. And in fact, in his famous diaries, Samuel Pepys says he often shared his bed with male colleagues or friends, which would have been a totally normal, non-sexual custom at the time. And this seems to be a process that went on through antiquity. So if you're ever watching a Netflix show featuring a royal family and they're sleeping alone, they may have got it wrong.